So I have a question about kind of post-traumatic stress disorder. So I've been through some very traumatic events over the last 2 years. Do you guys have any advice on how to cope with things like that?
That's a great question.
Why are you looking at me? Like I know anything about like I know anything about post-traumatic stress.
Somebody yelled out drugs.
Drugs.
No.
Let me tell you
No.
about crack cocaine. All right, here. Let's get started.
No. I have some. You got some?
Yeah, I mean you could start if you'd like.
I was just going to say this. What helps me with any sort of anxiety or things that freak me out, because I have them, I choose to bury them. And actually, funny, during originals, I was tapped into that emotional side where I was really feeling shit. I stay busy. I distract myself. I do things that make me think here, that I move, I work out, I'm always just like doing something. And this is, again, so cliche, but it is really true. Time heals all wounds. So you distract yourself for long enough, and eventually, who knows, through one of these experiences you're doing or these things that you're occupying your time with to stay busy, you might learn something that might hit a certain part of your brain that makes you have a different perspective about the thing, the trauma.
I gotta add to that. I think that the way that you look at those traumatic experiences in life will start to shift. And at some point in your life, you'll realize that it was the most important thing that ever happened to you. You know what I'm saying? And you won't look at it like this horrific event anymore. You won't look at it like it was something that rocked your world and made you feel sad or bad or betrayed or hurt or abused. You'll look at it as the cornerstone for everything that you fucking are. And everything that you build after that will be a result of what you went through. And if you can start to wrap your mind around the fact that it will be one of the most important learning lessons of your life and builders of the great things that you do and how you're able to help others as well, then you'll have a better relationship with it right away.
That's a great answer. Do you think it holds true for all types of trauma? I mean, right? Like, we don't know what you've been through. But
no. Well, I think I think your relationship with your stressor is important and your perspective on it. But I also think that it's important that you and I'm preaching to the choir because I've definitely surely haven't done a good enough job of it myself. I think it's important that you do the rehab and take the necessary steps to talk about it and talk to the right people.
One other quick thing from me, I acknowledge. I started to not bury. Just life is life, and what has happened, and it will always be that way. And so acknowledge, accept, learn, use your pain to fuel whatever you do, and life goes on.
And eventually you own it, and it doesn't own you anymore.
Yep.